and futsal as well. There's a futsal mode in there, and I asked if the ball physics in the main game are being overhauled this year, and I was like just kind of thinking about that. And futsal balls are different to footballs. They're slightly heavier and they're not quite as pumped up, and they're harder to play with.
Smaller as well.
And I don't like them, and that's going to be in the game.
So that will affect the physics, obviously, as well.
Yeah,
the ball will feel. You'll be able to feel the difference in the futsal ball,
and that will become important later on when we start talking about pitches as well, later on in this list of things.
Okay.
But for now, we're going to talk about number 3, which is the 3 main modes, Rob. Do you remember what these are, or shall I just tell you?
Just tell me what they are.
All right then, cool. So there's no The Journey this year, because that was always intended to be a trilogy.
And that's finished now.
Yeah, it is finished. But there is Volta Story. So that will be you'll create a kind of custom character or select a pre-selected one.
And that's quite an important thing, isn't it? Because
you can make your own.
People wanted that. People wanted to be able to create their own footballer and
right in
put
the journey
them through this story, and now you can do that in Volta the Story. Put yourself in it.
And the idea is that it will kind of introduce you to the kind of the mechanics of how the rest of the systems in Volta will work, and it will also involve a story where you're playing for a team, you leave the team, but then you recruit players, and recruiting players is kind of part of the mechanic for the other parts of the game too, which are Volta World, which is PvE, so that's when you're playing against a computer, and you'll be kind of playing against squads made by different players in different kind of locations around the world. So there's like a world map, and you'll travel around it to different kinds of pitches and different scenarios, and you'll be playing different, 3v3, 5v5 rush, futsal, or whatever in these different kind of environments. And then there is Volta League, which is much more, as you would imagine, just playing other people online with your squad of football players.
Let's also mention that when you create your footballer, you can choose either male or female as well.
Yeah, they were saying it's the first ever FIFA mode where you'll be able to play mixed teams against each other, which is like a small but big deal, which is cool. Number 4, you can also play Volta through kickoff, so like the expanded kickoff. They call it a flow, but I tend to call it a menu.
Flow sounds way cooler though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. And Volta will be a part of that. So, and obviously that means that you can select, international teams, regular kind of league teams from all across the world, any other team that's in the game.
Yeah.
And as you asked, you were like, how can I choose the best players? Which is quite important when you've only got 3.
Like if you're playing as Barcelona, you don't want to just be given, PK, and PK's quite good.
Yeah,
to be honest,
well, they're all quite good. That's a terrible example. If you're playing as Spurs, you wouldn't want Dyer.
Yeah, if I was playing as Palace, I want to be choosing
Zaha,
Maya, Townsend,
Wan-Bissaka,
yeah. Oh my God, what a player.
Yeah.
And then just, maybe Mamadou Sakho as well. If I'm
feels
playing
like we're just talking about Palace at this point. What are we doing?
But you can also play 3v3, 4v4, 5v5 as well.
So, but the idea is, you can just, if you don't want to engage with the kind of the main mode where you want to play some Volta, you can do that. Number 5, I was quite interested in the idea that the pitches affect the play.
Yes.
And he was talking about that being quite important in Volta League, where you'll be playing against other people, because you'll get to select a home pitch, and because the pitches, or I'm not even sure you described them as pitches, but they will have such variety in them. Some of them have walls and some don't. So if you're like, well, I play off the wall all the time, then you can select a home pitch which has got the things that you like and which will make you better at it. Also different heights of walls, so you can play aerial balls off the wall. You can have different materials to the wall. Some of them are going to be cages, some of them are going to be harder, and that will depend, because the ball physics are going to, obviously it's going to bounce off a cage less than it will bounce off a wall. So those sorts of things. The size of the pitch is different, and then obviously the aesthetics of the pitch can be completely different. So you can imagine kind of street football scenarios, top of a rooftop in Tokyo. I'm always playing.
The Tokyo rooftop looked amazing.
I'm constantly going and playing football on the top of a rooftop in Tokyo.
Like you mentioned though, everyone just wants that cargo ship from the old Nike advert.
Do you know who directed that advert, Rob? I'm going to blow your mind.
No.
Terry Gilliam.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. You're looking at me like that isn't true, but it is true.
All I remember is that Roberto Carlos shot, just the spin he got on it.
What I remember is Cantona saying, "Let's go!" and losers go home at the end. Cool. That's it. That's the end of all. I was just talking about adverts from the past. That's the end of all the things we've got to say about Volta, which I've decided to sing. I'm quite enjoying it. I used to enjoy FIFA Street.
I used to love FIFA Street.
And this is like a way of playing some more of that.
Yes.
So it's going to be in
but
FIFA
it's not FIFA Street.
No, it's street football in FIFA 20, as they were at pains to tell us. So Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you're looking forward to FIFA 20. Let us know what you think about the reveal of Volta and the details that we've just told you on this video in the comments below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Press the notification button. Keep in touch. Send us a letter. We'll speak to you soon. Stay tuned to the channel.
For the players.